Assalamu alaikum students. Today I am going to deliver my third lecture from your OPE and it is unit number 2, lesson 2, part 1 and it is your oral part. Words, building materials. Listen to your teacher and point to the building materials. Then listen again and repeat the words. Students, you will repeat these words: wood, stone, steel, plastic, bricks, glass. So now we will move on our part 2. It is your literature part. Use the new words from example 1 to complete the sentences. What we will do, we will take the words from exercise number 1 and we will solve the fill in the blanks. Example: old bridges are made of stone or wood. Number 1. Today, long bridges are made of steel. The answer is steel. Number 2. High buildings are made of steel. They aren't made of wood. Number 3. Farmhouses are usually made of bricks. And number 4. Windows are made of wood, steel or plastic and glass, of course. Number 5. A small hen house is usually made of wood. Now students, we are on our lesson 3 and we are going to read the story, The Three Little Goats, part 1. Read the story and answer this question. Which house was still standing at the end of part 1 of the story? We will tell the answer in the end of the story. First, we will read the story. Once there were 3 little goats that lived in the mountains. Their names were Tiny Horns, Short Horns, and Long Horns. One day, they heard some bad news. There was a big wolf in the mountains not far away. Tiny Horns was afraid and built a straw house. It kept out the rain and kept him warm at night. One evening, the wolf saw Tiny Horns go inside the straw house for the night. Aha, supper! I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the house down. So the wolf went up to the house while Tiny Horns was asleep. And he blew and blew. The house shook and Tiny Horns woke up. Oh no! The wolf is outside. The straw flew away and the house fell down. But Tiny Horns was quicker than the wolf and ran up the cliff and escaped. The next day, Tiny Horns went to find Short Horns. We must build a strong house of sticks. So they collected lots of sticks and built a wooden house. It warm at night. One evening, the wolf saw Tiny Horns and Short Horns go inside the wooden house for the night. Aha, supper! I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the house down. So the wolf went up to the house and he blew and blew. The house shook and the little goats woke up. Oh no! The wolf is outside. Sticks fell off the roof and finally the house fell down. But Tiny Horns and Short Horns ran up the cliff and escaped. The next day, Tiny Horns and Short Horns went to find Longhorns. We must build a strong house of bricks. So they built a brick house. It kept out the rain, the snow, and the wind, and kept them warm at night. One evening, the wolf saw Tiny Horns, Short Horns, and Long Horns go inside the brick house for the night. Aha, supper! I'll huff and I'll puff and I'll blow the house down and eat up all the three little goats. So the wolf went up to the house and he blew and blew. The three little goats heard the wolf outside, but the house was strongly built and didn't fall down. After a time, the wolf stopped blowing. It is not good. I can't blow down this house. Aha, I'll get onto the roof and I'll climb down the chimney. Student, till here it is our first part of Three Little Goats. And we will learn the question answer in my next lecture. Stay tuned. Take care. Allah Hafiz.